Hello, and welcome back. This is me, the last little job for a little while on the Ninja here, because it's now put it through its MOT and it passed. The only advisory was a noisy exhaust. So now that it's road legal and everything's working, I'm just going to do a few little minor things as and when I get either parts or I find a good deal on the internet. As such, one of the things I have done is I have replaced the tank. This is not the original tank that came with the bike, which is the original tank that came with the bike is this one. And as you can see, there's a lot of scuffing on the side here. I found the new tank there on Facebook Marketplace, I believe, for £70. So I picked that up. It actually came with a quick release cap and a fuel tap already fitted. So all I had to do was just swap that across. So I did that off camera because it's 4 bolts. Speaking of things that are only 4 bolts, this is actually going to be a 2-bolt day with 1 tool. Again, because the bike has now passed its MOT and I want to be a little bit more protective, these are the original plastics that are a little bit scuffed. There's nothing overly wrong with them. The bike's 20 years old, it still looks reasonably good. So what I've done is I picked up some crash bungs. These are no-cut crash bungs, and are supposed to literally just replace this bolt over here. And they'll stick out just a little bit, just to protect the plastics in case you go down. It's one for each side, so they're no cut, so they should be just a case of this Allen key pops that out, this goes in place. Now what you can see is there's actually a bushing here, which when it goes through, pokes through enough so you're not crushing the plastic, and this just goes straight to the frame. We'll see how well they hold up, but I thought for, I think it's like £9 for the pair, it's worth giving it a go. So I'll bring you in close and you can see what I'm doing on the one side, and I'll just quickly fit it on the other. As I mentioned, it should be just a simple case of the Allen key and unscrewing this one and popping a new one in. Now I don't know how much jiggle I'm going to have to do to make all this work, but it should just pop out and in. We shall see how much give we've got in everything. But this bolt point is to the fairing, so I'm reasonably optimistic. So again, it just pops out. Again, can we get it to line up? Yeah, I should have loosened everything first to give enough space. There we go, that's going in. Alright, and that's that fitted. I'll do the same on the other side, but you can see that it just protrudes past the frame. So I'll do the other side and I'll see how well that goes. So this on this side, you can see now sticks out a little bit as well, as does that side. And I think even from a distance, that all looks pretty good. So you can see this lines up pretty nicely. It is no cut, as they say, which is what I wanted to try and keep all the plastics intact. Where it does bolt is to a bolt hole on the frame. How sturdy that is, I don't know, it may shear off from the frame, in which case, oh shit. Other than that, I just really don't know. But it was a solution I found that was nice and affordable, and hopefully will give me a bit of protection. On the rear there, I've got the paddock bobbin stands, so that'll give me a bit of protection on that swing arm frame. Just obviously some issues there with the exhaust. But that's my protection for now. I'll probably come back later in the month and do a service once it's done a few more miles, because I've only done about 90 miles so far. But overall, really enjoying the bike's running well. It's a nice quick little upgrade, or a bit of protection rather, and for ease of installation I will recommend them, and the price point is just cheap as chips. That's it for now. Thanks very much. Cheers.